Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar stresses that India-Australia strategic partnership is making great strides. 14th India-Australia Foreign Ministers Framework Dialogue concludes in New Delhi. Rescue operations continue unabated in collapsed Silkyara tunnel in Uttarkashi. Information and Broadcasting Ministry asked television channels to refrain from sensationalizing rescue operation. Political parties holding election rallies and road shows for Rajasthan and Telangana Assembly polls. Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launches 48-hour film challenge at 54th IFFI in Goa. And Pankaj Advani clinches 26th world title at IBSF Billiards Championship 2023 in Doha. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has stressed that the India-Australia strategic partnership is making great strides. He held the 14th Foreign Ministerial Framework Dialogue with Australian counterpart Penny Wong in New Delhi today. Both ministers discussed close collaboration in trilateral, quadrilateral and multilateral formats. They also exchanged perspectives on Indo-Pacific and West Asia regions. In a joint briefing after the dialogue, Dr. Jaishankar said every facet of the India-Australia relationship is on the move. He said they had an extensive discussion on security issues. The External Affairs Minister said they discussed the current situation in West Asia, as also South Asia, Southeast Asia and ASEAN. They also spoke about terrorism, radicalism and extremism.
Today, we had an extensive discussion on security issues, and at the heart of it is really a shared commitment to a free, open, inclusive, prosperous, and rules-based Indo-Pacific region. Minister Wong and I also spoke about terrorism, radicalism, and extremism. As liberal democracies, as Quad partners, we would continue to work towards a rules-based international order. We will support freedom of navigation in international waters, promote connectivity, growth and security for all while respecting the territorial integrity and sovereignty of all states.
The Australian Foreign Affairs Minister said Australia will host the Indian Ocean Conference in February at Perth next year. Minister Wong said it will be an opportunity to discuss practical solutions for key challenges facing the region.
Australia will host the Indian Ocean Conference in Perth in February of next year. It's an opportunity to discuss practical solutions for the key challenges facing the region. And I also look forward to welcoming Joe to Australia. Today I also announced an Australia-Indian audio-visual co-production agreement, which we are very interested in. We hope open up new markets and allow more Australian and Bollywood films and series to reach new audiences.
Rescue operations are underway on a war footing to safely evacuate 41 trapped workers in the collapsed Silkyara tunnel in Uttarkashi. Member of the National Disaster Management Authority, Lieutenant General Syed-Ata Hasnain today said the government is making all-out efforts to rescue workers as early as possible. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, Mr. Syed-Ata Hasnain said the situation is quite challenging, but all necessary steps have been taken by the multiple authorities including NDRF and Indian Army who are working there. He informed that NDRF is conducting rehearsals on site to handle any contingency, and other plans are also underway to send equipment for better communication to the trapped workers.
There is sufficient water, there is sufficient oxygen inside, there is power and lighting inside. All the basic essentials and food survival rations have been pushed inside through compression. Now as far as the efforts are going on rescue work, तो 5 जगह पर ये कोशिश चल रही है. जो सबसे focused effort है वो horizontal drilling by a auger. Auger एक equipment होता है जो rotational छोटा टनल बनाने में सक्सेसफुल होता है, उसको अपनाया गया है. That's been brought from outside and has been placed there.
Meanwhile, the Information and Broadcasting Ministry has asked the television channels to refrain from sensationalizing the ongoing rescue operation. In an advisory issued today, the ministry has advised to avoid any live posts or videos from close proximity of the tunnel site. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh today said the Department of Personnel and Training is keen to ensure timely promotions without the slightest delay. Speaking to the Central Secretariat Raj Bhasha Seva Sangathan delegation in New Delhi, the minister informed the DOPT approved mass promotion of assistant section officers in June this year. He further said the department made about 9,000 promotions last year. The Atal Innovation Mission under Niti Aayog has launched a new accelerator program called Rapid Innovation and Startup Expansion RISE in New Delhi today. The program will support startups and small to medium-sized enterprises (SMEs) working on circular economy technologies and solutions in India and Australia. The applications for the program are now open till the 7th of January next year on riseaccelerator.org. There is no charge for startups to participate in the program, which will be delivered virtually. Participating startups may also be eligible for non-equity grants up to 40 lakh rupees. The Central Goods and Services Tax Delhi East Commissionerate has busted a racket of 48 interconnected firms fraudulently claiming income tax credit of over 1,909 crore rupees. The CGST Delhi East commenced coordinated Operation Clean Sweep against fake billers. 3 persons have been apprehended by the CGST officials. During the operation, the officials recovered incriminating material including stamps belonging to 55 different firms, several SIM cards and documents like Aadhaar cards and electricity bills belonging to third party. Other members of the syndicate have been identified and further investigation has been carried out. In Bihar, the new act, which raises the quota of reservation for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, extremely backward and backward classes in state government jobs, has come into force from today. The state government published a gazette notification in this regard after the approval of the related bill by Governor Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar. The act provides for increase in quota of reservation for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, extremely backward and backward classes from 50 to 65%. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
नई सोच नई कहानी और रेडियो जर्नी विद स्मृति ईरानी की दूसरी कड़ी आप सुनेंगे 22 नवंबर सुबह 9 बजे से और विषय होगा अचीवमेंट्स इन स्पोर्ट्स.
Welcome back to the news at 9. Political parties are holding election rallies and road shows for Rajasthan and Telangana assembly polls. In Rajasthan, public meetings by senior leaders under intensive election campaign continued today. Senior leader of BJP, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, addressed public meetings in Anta of Baran district, Kota and Karoli. Addressing the public in Kota, he said the BJP's priority is women's empowerment. The Prime Minister said the digital revolution took place in the country during the BJP rule. On the other hand, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi addressed public meetings at Vallabh Nagar in Udaipur district, Akoli in Jalore district and Baitu in Barmer district. He advocated caste census and said that caste census will be conducted in the state if voted to power. A report.
Corruption, paper leak, law and order situation in the state and atrocities against women are the prominent issues in the speech of most of the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Along with discussing the schemes and important decisions of the central government, BJP leaders are also talking about security of the country and the steps taken to deal with terrorism. On the other hand, senior Congress leaders are repeating the public welfare schemes implemented in the last 5 years in the state and 7 guarantees announced by the party. The importance of caste census is also being prominently discussed in the meeting of Congress leaders. With Sudarshan Nahar, Jitendra Dwivedi, Akashvani News, Jaipur.
In Telangana, election campaigning is in full swing for the upcoming assembly elections to be held on the 30th of this month. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and BRS Chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao are among the top leaders who held electioneering in various constituencies in the state. More from our correspondent.
Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has taken part in a road show along with Rajya Sabha member Dr. K. Lakshman and BJP State President G. Kishan Reddy for BJP candidate candidate Pusa Raju at Mushirabad constituency. During the campaign, the trio alleged the BRS of imposing family rule in the state. BRS President Chandrasekhar Rao has said his party will come to power in the state with a better majority than in the past. He addressed rallies at Madira, Vaira, Dornakal and Suryapet. Pradesh Congress President Revant Reddy said BRS was given a chance twice, but he did not do anything for the people. He participated in the election campaign in Vanapatti. Lakshmi, Akashvani News, Hyderabad.
In Madhya Pradesh, 46.6% voting took place till 5 p.m. in repolls at Kishupura polling station in Ater in Bhind district. A BJP delegation today met the Election Commission of India and filed a complaint against the Congress for alleged violation of Model Code of Conduct in the Rajasthan Assembly elections. The party delegation raised the issue of publishing misleading and mischievous advertisements in certain newspapers. Addressing media after meeting the commission, BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad said they demanded the poll body for taking action in the matter and directing registration of FIR against the Congress. Union Minister Mansukh Mandavia accused the Congress of adopting unethical practices in politics and demanded the Election Commission to take action in this regard.
कांग्रेस पार्टी हमेशा पॉलिटिक्स में अनएथिकल प्रैक्टिस करती है, जैसा उन्होंने राजस्थान में किया। हमने आज बहुत आग्रहपूर्वक इलेक्शन कमीशन को कहा है कि आप भी इलेक्शन कमीशन के द्वारा लोकशाही मूल्यों का जतन करने के लिए न्यायिक इलेक्शन हो, इसके लिए तुरंत ही कांग्रेस के सामने कार्यवाही करें।
Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has said the government is committed to employment generation, boosting the creator economy and encouraging youngsters to achieve excellence in the field of films. He said this while launching the 48-hour filmmaking challenge for winners of 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow initiative at the International Film Festival of India, IFFI, in Goa today. More from our correspondent.
This year's 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow hail from 19 states and union territories including Manipur, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh. The initiative aims to provide them with unparalleled opportunities in the realm of media and entertainment. IFFI is also organizing a talent camp this year where the 75 creative minds will get to meet, interact and connect with representatives of several well-known production houses, studios and OTT platforms. Mr. Thakur also inaugurated the VFX and Tech Pavilion at Film Bazaar today with Ashok Shukla, Asonyu, Akashvani News, Goa.
The Ministry of Textiles launched an e-registration portal for Sari Walkathon in New Delhi today. Union Minister of State for Textile Darshana Jardosh launched the portal, which aimed to promote handloom sari culture of India. The walkathon will be organised at Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority on the 10th of December this year. According to the Ministry of Textiles, women from across the various states of the country are being invited to showcase their ways of draping saris and thereby presenting India as a country having unity in diversity. India has said that it welcomes all efforts of the international community towards de-escalation as the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict in Gaza is causing immense human suffering. In his address at the virtual extraordinary joint meeting of BRICS, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said there is an urgent need to ensure that humanitarian aid and relief reach the population of Gaza effectively and safely. He added that it is also imperative that all hostages are released. India's Pankaj Advani has lifted his 26th world title as he won the World IBSF Billiards Championship 2023 in Doha, Qatar today. Pankaj defeated opponent Saurav Kothari with 1,000 to 416 margin in the final. Yesterday, Advani stormed into the final with a convincing victory over fellow Indian Rupesh Shah. He defeated the Gujarat queuist 900 to 273. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. The External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar stresses that India-Australia strategic partnership is making great strides. 14th India-Australia Foreign Ministers Framework Dialogue concludes in New Delhi. Rescue operations continue unabated in collapsed Silkyara tunnel in Uttar Kashi. Information and Broadcasting Ministry asks television channels to refrain from sensationalizing rescue operation. Political parties holding election rallies and roadshows for Rajasthan and Telangana Assembly polls. Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur launches 48-hour film challenge at 54th IFFI in Goa. And Pankaj Advani clinches 26th world title at IBSF Billiards Championship 2023 in Doha. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.